then the league really becomes credible and people want to play here, and it's a start.
You want to say that again?
Yeah, for sure. So actually I'm a triplet. There's 2 more of me. So my parents got divorced when I was really young. So my dad was like the really, really big into baseball guy, and my mom and stepdad were like, move on, go to work, get a job, 9 to 5, retirement, all that stuff. My dad was follow your dreams, and the sky's the limit. I got to play in the Atlantic League. I got to play for the Long Island Ducks, New Britain Bees. I got to play for Coach Wally Backman, who was on the 1986 Mets World Series team. An experience of a lifetime. I got to play catch every day in right field with Francisco Rodriguez, who's going to the Hall of Fame as the saves leader. Awesome. Jair Georgians, who's in Mexico right now, played 12 years for the Braves. I would not have gotten these opportunities if it wasn't for my father pushing me. And I remember he was a lawyer. He would take time out of his day. He would come from Belmore, where I lived, with my mom from Queens, which is about 45 minutes, pick us up, go to the field, basically lose business so we can have a dream. And unfortunately, the past couple months ago, he died from Parkinson's, and this season was supposed to be for him, and I'm hoping making him proud. I know he's watching. I know he's giving me strength, and hope I'm making you proud, Dad. I love you.
I know it feels like I say it's been a long time coming, but
No, looks good.
Yes, sir.
How about Keith? Good ball.
Is that the one you wanted, Keith?
One more.
Yes. Get out of here.
Get out! Yeah, got it. You can put on the ball! Yeah!
Oh shit! Everything everybody
Five.
has to say through too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! I was talking about Caleb. I didn't know he jumped back in. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna say through too. Man, I was like poetic.
Very nice.
Round of 3, man. Round of 3.
What is that? I don't know what that.
Oh, I remember. So my dad was like super vocal, so he'd be the guy in center field like screaming like nice hit, or if my brother was pitching, who was also in this league too, he's got like long hair, he looks like baby Jesus. He'd be like good night or sit down when he strikes somebody out. He was that vocal of a father, and he would get on you. If you went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks, he'd be like, so that wasn't good. Like, what happened there? And then we would like joke around. And I remember one time we went to a tryout. It was in New Jersey, and I lived in New York. So it was about a 3-hour drive at like 4 in the morning. So again, missing work. Lawyers don't miss work. They usually have a million cases. They usually have to go to court. He said, no, I have 3 boys that have to go to tryout in somewhere, Jersey. Got us in the car. It was like 5 in the morning. Driving out there, we always got there an hour and a half early. My dad was big on that. If you're on time, you're late. You got to be early to be on time. So I live that motto in everything, not only in baseball, but in life. Our game doesn't start till 1. I think I got here at 9 a.m. That's a lot of time before we play, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So getting back to the story, we were driving. We stopped in New Jersey. It was like 30 minutes before we got there. He sees that we're all nervous. He stops. I just got to do one thing real fast. Stops, pull off to the side of the road. We have this like big mom minivan that he's driving, rips open the back seat and jumps on us to try to get us like not nervous and laughing, and like tickles us. And we were like, I don't know, I was like 15 at the time, like going through a lot of stuff. And we actually all ended up having a great tryout and getting on the Perfect Game website. It was awesome, and it was credit because him keeping us so calm, and he's our biggest fan and also our biggest enemy. So if we did bad, he told us. If we did good, we were going out and celebrating. Yeah, of course. Yeah, not only about baseball, like you're all like about any decision. Like he was like my first talk about like girls or even college or experiences. So I remember like he studied for the bar exam, which is the test you have to take before you become a lawyer. It was like 60 days and 60 nights straight. And I thought, like, if he can do that, and if he could set the time and do that every single day, and he actually graduated law school with, like, one of the highest grades, and he wasn't a smart guy. He worked himself to the bone, and in work, too. So that kind of, like, rubbed off on me. Anything I do, I give it my all, 110%. Like, you always see, if you saw me taking ground balls, I'm a catcher, outfielder, second base, but here I caught a lot and played outfield, but I was diving all over the place. Like, that's what I do. I always try to be like, who is this guy, or why is this guy trying so hard? Or is he on drugs? Is he going so fast? No, it's not because of that. It's because of passion. And what I do at home is awesome too. I have my own baseball company. It's called Easy Baseball. I train kids from ages 8 to 20. I've gotten 6 kids into college. I've gotten kids that couldn't even touch the baseball to be their best players in their league. I can't tell you how many times that I've gotten phone calls from fathers saying, thank you so much. He has so much confidence in the world. I remember this one time I trained a kid. He was 9 years old, struggling. He would swing, then the ball would come. It was just like not even close to hitting the ball. So I said, give me 3 years and I will turn him from the worst kid into the best kid. This kid he was a captain of the New York Yankees, probably the most stressful job besides being the president, because the New York media is ruthless. If they ride you when you're good and shit on you when you're doing bad. That's just how New York is. But if you could survive in New York, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, like Frank Sinatra said. Yeah, I learned the right way to do things from a very young age. And I'm still obviously working. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm fortunate for the opportunities I've had up until this point. Like, I've got to play. I got looked at by the Mets. I got looked at by the New York Yankees. I got looked at by the Braves. Got invited to pre-draft workouts. I credit that to all the training that I've done and still do. So actually, I have advice for kids out there. If you really, really want this, I'm talking about whether it's baseball, basketball, football, soccer, whatever, you have to be willing to give up 320 out of 365 days. I'll give you whatever the difference is to go have fun. Take your Sundays, take your holidays, but this is pretty much your job. I know your parents want you to work. I know they want you to have a 9 to 5, make your $10 an hour, but if there's a dream and you are that good, or you think you are, you really want it, go out and get it, because it's possible. The Mets had a horrible ownership before. Like, they had the Wilpons, and I don't know if you know anything about the Wilpons. They got into it with Bernie Madoff. So Bernie Madoff basically robbed millions of people out of money, saying that if you invest with me, I'll make you a millionaire in the future or even the near future. What happened was it was a huge Ponzi scheme. He went to jail for like 80 years, and he lost a lot of people a lot of money, including the Wilpons. So not only did the Wilpons have no money, they were corrupt. They didn't take care of their baseball team, their fans. They didn't listen. But the new owner of the Mets is very, very proactive. He has a Twitter account. You could reach out to him. You could say, hey, I want this done with the Mets. I think they're getting the old seats from Shea Stadium and putting it in Citi Field, and then doing a monument in center field, kind of like the Yankees with the greats that we have, Tom Seaver, Jacob deGrom when he's done with his career, and trying to make it more like kid and family friendly, because that's what this is about. It's about the fans, it's about the past players, it's about treating your own with respect. So what I did was I sent the letter that I told you already to him. He thought it was a great idea. Our country is in strife, with the inner city kids, and we want to do better. So not only is it about money, but it's about doing better for our society and our country. And if we can get these kids off the streets with the help of former black major leaguers, former Latinos, former Jewish major leaguers, all the minorities come together and be one, I know it's a long shot, but our country, our sports, and our lives will be all that better to watch, all that better to live. And I can't wait to see it happen, because I know it's going to happen. Because if you put it in your mind and you put it out your mouth, it should happen with the hard work, the dedication, and the willing to not fail. Because you're going to fail in life. I don't know if you saw any Rocky movies. There's like 9 of them. He failed a lot. I don't know if you know his story. He had a script. He's a pretty ugly dude. But he wanted to star in his own movie. They wanted to give the role of Rocky to somebody else, and he said no. He sold his dog. He did what he had to do. He created one of the best movies of all time. And from those 8 or 9 movies, he created Creed 1, Creed 2, and he's a superstar. So if a man like that can do it, anybody can do it. Follow your dreams, follow your heart, and do not give up because you only have one life to live.
Well said, my friend.
We'll do more.
Hell yeah. Catch you later. Have it. Good luck in the game today.
9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, baby. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, let's grind amazing ABs right here. Great at bats right here. Good at bats.
Fucking go, boys. On now. Get a dub here.
You can pinch hit Ruby or